number 2, Casey Harity. Batting 8th at first base, number 4, Stephanie Cavallero. Batting 9th in center field, number 14, Rebecca Keynes. And pitching for the Engineers today, number 26, Sarah Harms. RPI is led by head coach Amber Maisonette. She's assisted by Mandy Farrow. The SC now please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Jason, how ready, girl?
Yep, all set.
Sweet.
Okay, the only issue is music.
What's up?
I don't know how to turn this on to start the music again.
Oh, click.
Is it on? Oh my god, I can't see. Idiot.
Alright. Just don't turn it too loud. So I should turn, between meetings, I should turn both of them down, right?
Yeah.
So we don't get infringement of musical, whatever?
Yeah, that's the main issue.
Okay.
Oh, we can't play music.
Well, no, because... Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2018 Liberty League Softball Tournament. First game of the day is the horse team from Union College, the Dutchwomen, and the Engineers of RPI. The Union Club went 8-18 overall. They went 6-6 in the league, which was a great improvement on last year when they went 0-12 in the conference. They finished last place, so a big jump for the Dutchwomen this year in the tournament. First time in a number of years, in 2013. RPI back-to-back regular season champs, 13-1. Obviously, a school record in conference wins is Sarah Harms in the circle for RPI. It was the first pitch ball. The lead-off hitter for Union, Stuart Buxton, the left fielder, left-hand batter. Slap hitter, as most lefties in collegiate softball are. Fast pitch softball, a lot of left-hand batters are going to try to slap their way on, use their speed. Over that left-hand batter's box. Harms delivers. A little bit high again. 2 balls and 1 strike. We're just underway here. Doris Road is in field. Pretty hot and humid today. Some rain maybe in the forecast later, but for now it's dry. There's a ball called off the backstop. 2-2. RPI defensively, Allie Hunt, sophomore at third base. Cam Caswell, the shortstop, also a sophomore. Senior Victoria Greco is at second base, and another sophomore, Steph Cavallero, over at first. Battery is Harms, and Christine White is in their foul ball. Still 2-2. Outfielders, Maddie Preventures in left field. Rebecca Keynes in center. And Veronica De Stefano in right field for RPI. Pretty athletic all the way around defensively for these engineers. There's a ball high. 3-2 on the leadoff hitter. Buxton hitting .308 on the season. Takes strike 3. Looks like it might have been a little bit off the corner, but Harms picks up her first strikeout. Sarah Harms having a career year in her senior season. She's making her 23rd appearance, her 16th start. 12 complete games. And just strike on the outside corner. The number 2 hitter in the order. Dana Belinko, the shortstop, hitting .188 on the year. So fastball over the inside corner, and Harms hitting response. Way ahead here at 0-2. Harms, a senior from Wilsonville, Oregon. She delivers well outside the headers to pitch and used it. 15-5 record at 1.83 ERA. Change away. 2-2. One down here, top of the first. RPI and Union double elimination tournament. We'll have Rochester, the 3 seed, and the 2 seed Ithaca. New entrance into the conference is a ball to right center. Calling everyone off is Keynes, and she makes the running catch. Think about that athleticism with this RPI team. Looked like 3 different players could have caught that ball. Stefano was over, but good communication from the senior, Rebecca Keynes. Becky is from Newburgh, New York. And hometown is official scorer for today's game, Tim Maisonette. First pitch strike to the number 3 hitter in the order. Casey pops it up and foul ground. This is going to be over our heads on a play. 0-2. 1-2 the count. On the batter. 2 down in the inning. Casey. Another foul ball. Harms getting in and jamming her just a bit. Casey hitting .380 this season. No home runs, 11 runs batted in for the Dutchwomen. That's the team leading batting average. 7 doubles for her. That's outside. 1-2.
Am I too loud? Sorry? Am I too loud? No, I'm trying to fix it's not working on the stream, but I think you're hearing it pretty well.
Oh, yeah. 2-2. Jam shot back off Harms' glove to Greco to first. Scored 1-4-3. RPI is out of the inning. 1-2-3 for the Dutchman. RPI coming up with De Stefano, Greco, and Caswell here on RPI TV.
I can't hear anything anymore.
I can't hear anything anymore. Preventures in left field batting 6th. Casey Harrity gets the start at the DP. She's another senior. Also played some shortstop in her career here at RPI. It's been held back a bit last couple seasons by some injuries, but she's in there today. Stephanie Cavallero, defensive stalwart at first base for the Engineers, playing first base, batting 8th. And Rebecca Keynes, also great defensive player for RPI, is playing center field and batting 9th. Union will send up Michaela Kohler to the circle. 2-5 record on the year.
I have this thing called Iris here, which is
She allows a 345 opponent average.
the Iris and auto. So as the sun moves behind clouds and stuff, it'll try to change it.
469 ERA, which is the best earned run average of the 3 Union pitchers this season. Mentioned Union 8-18 overall, so a lot of those numbers aren't going to look real good, but they made their way through the very challenging Liberty League conference schedule. 8 teams now in the conference with the addition of Ithaca, a perennial power. There's a pitch outside to De Stefano, 1-1. Right-hand batter is Veronica, sophomore from Emerson, New Jersey. There's a foul ball over our head. Sun peeking through the clouds here at Doris Robeson Field. De Stefano hitting .330 on the year, 6 doubles, a triple. She's driven in 23, which is third most on the team, behind White and Caswell. There's a ball, line foul, right side. A ball and 2 strikes on De Stefano. Engineers hitting .291 as a team. Went 13-1 in the conference. Most league wins in school history. There's a fouled off, and if she didn't do it, it might have hit her. But fought it off to the fence. Bottom of the first inning, no score, RPI and Union. The pitch. Another foul ball. That one nearly caught Greco. She had to dodge out of the way. It was kind of a slow-moving line drive, and no one got hit, so everyone's smiling about it. It was a changeup, and obviously De Stefano out ahead of it. So Kohler works. This one's popped up. Foul ground, some room over there. And it is made right on the line by Puzo, the third baseman. So a pop out. That'll send up Greco. First pitch to her. Grounded foul. Engineers are out ahead of Kohler so far. They're trying to get the timing down. That's obviously a big thing in baseball or softball. There's a strike on the inside corner. 0-2 on Greco. Senior from Guilderland, New York, not too far away from Troy. There's a pitch that misses away. Good spot, though. Nice low pitch from Kohler. Greco hitting .303 on the season. No homers, 7 driven in. She lines this one foul, wide of Amber Maisonette, the RPI head coach. Decent crowd, especially for a Thursday afternoon. Union wearing their black pants and maroon tops. There's a line drive to center field and a base hit. First hit of the game goes to Greco. She gets on for Cam Caswell and a couple of big bats in the RPI order in the 3 and the 4 hole. Caswell, a sophomore from Prospect, Connecticut, went to Woodland Regional High School. She's hitting .322 on the year, leads the team with 26 runs batted in, as I mentioned, tied with White, who's on deck. There's a ball outside, just missing. Greco's got pretty good speed. She has 12 steals and 13 tries on the season. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-0 on Caswell. She's got a pretty good eye, Caswell. She's walked 19 times this year, leads the team. Only struck out 15. That's a It's always good ratio when you've walked more times than you've struck out. There's a strike over the inside. Gives her a .441 on base percentage, which is second best to Devin Poole. Now, Poole's only played in 14 games due to her working on her doctorate degree. Didn't go to Florida with the team for that reason. There's a ball inside. And Devin not in the lineup today. But Coach Maisonette will use her as a pinch hitter, as a pinch runner, different spots in the game. Certainly a weapon you like to have, a two-time academic All-American. There's a ball, a missed tie, I guess, on Caswell. She's walked now for the 20th time this year. Moves Greco to second, 2 on. And looks like Union might be looking for a bunt here. There's one away. And White at the plate, but the corner infielders are in to face White, to team-high .340 batting average, 9 doubles, a triple, driven in 26, like Caswell. Senior from Acushnet, Massachusetts. White behind the plate, and Coach Maisonette's had a number of great hitting catchers throughout her time here at RPI. Here's a pitch. Fouled back, out of play. 1-1. Of course, Taylor Tenike is a 4-year starter for RPI. I guess a couple years back now. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Here comes Greco. They're going to send her home. Here's the throw. Going to be cut off. Throw to third. There goes White to second. And a good backup job over there. It'll be an RBI single for Christine White. And the Engineers are on the board. The Engineers have gone up the middle here on Kohler a couple of times. That time it produced the game's first run, and RBI number 27 on the year for Christine White. Second and third for RPI. Still only one away. Now Allie Hunt, also dangerous with the bat, hitting .306 this year. First pitch is a strike to Hunt. Allie stands pretty tall up at the plate, 5'9", from Pittsfield, Mass., just over the border. And it's a high fly ball down the left field line into foul ground that's going to be caught. Tagging is Caswell. So is White. There's no one at third, and both runners tag. And RPI makes it 2-0 on the sac fly. Hunt hit it deep enough, surely to score the runner from third, but little bit of a miscommunication by the Dutchwoman who was covering third base. White, the veteran, saw it, took third. Another runner in scoring position out there now for Provencher, hitting .256 this year. She started all 32 games in left field for RPI. A couple of home runs, 15 runs batted in. There's a strike. Those 2 homers lead the team. Engineers have only hit 4 as a club this year, which is a little bit surprising for a team that's 23-9. But they've done it with the speed game. Of course, no Steph Caudle. There's the ball fouled off. Steph Caudle, the back-to-back Liberty League Player of the Year. Last year, graduated. She was here a couple of weeks ago. A couple other alums checking out the Engineers. There's a fly ball to right field. This should end the inning. It is handled out there in right by Brown. And the inning is over, but the Engineers score a couple of runs on a couple of hits and a walk. We go to the top of the second. It's 2-0 RPI. Top of the second inning. There's a big cut and a miss by Kendall Rogoff, freshman catcher from Ridgefield, Connecticut. Engineers with a couple of runs in the bottom of the first inning. They lead 2-0. Sarah Harms back to the circle. And she delivers a little bit high. 1-1. Rogoff, second on the Dutch women, hitting .372. A couple of home runs as well. 2 of the 3 long balls for Union this year. She fouls that one off right side out of play. But if you're going to turn around an 0-12 conference season, you're going to need players like Kendall Rogoff to step into big roles. And she has. Number of freshmen contributing to this team. There's a ball hit up the middle past Greco. Maybe a base hit here. Union's first hit goes to Rogoff. Hit that ball hard. Greco just couldn't get there. Here's Puzo, third baseman from East Islip. A little bit of a closed stance for her. Shows bunt and does bunt. Allie Hunt picks it. Throws to first with Victoria Greco covering a sacrifice bunt. Moving up Rogoff to second base. So a productive out there for Rogoff. Or excuse me, for the pinch runner, or the third baseman. We'll get it right eventually. Puzo. Here's the pitcher. Kohler takes a strike. That one misses outside. 1-1 on Kohler. Another freshman from Brewster, New York. Strike over the inside corner. Looked like Kohler thought it was low. 1-2. Arms looking for her second strikeout of the afternoon. Swing and a miss. Down goes Kohler. There is that second K. 2 down now. It'll bring up Kara Brown, right fielder. Out of Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, I'm guessing. It's not listed here, but I'm not sure if there's another Shrewsbury. That's the one I know. What do you think, Tim?
I believe you.
Brown's hitting 148 this year. She's 8 for 54. This ball fouled off, right side, out of play. Couple of runs batted in. Started 23 games. As the ball popped foul, Cavallero and White over, and that lands just on the other side of the fence where the University of Rochester softball team waits their turn. Two down in the top of the second inning. Runner on second for the Dutchwoman. Couple of strikes on the batter, Brown. Here's the pitch. Right field side, foul. Still 0-2. Rogoff over at second base, and not necessarily scoring position as you might consider it in baseball. There's a line drive, caught by Hunt. And the side is retired. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 2-0 RPI. You're watching the Liberty League Softball Tournament on RPI TV. Bottom of the second inning, Casey Harity leads things off for the Engineers. Senior from Chesterfield, New Jersey, 5'3". Hitting .233 this year. Big cut and a miss on the Kohler delivery. 1 strike. An RBI single from Christine White, and then a sac fly. There's a pitch low. In the RPI first. Sac fly by Allie Hunt. They have the Engineers on top here, 2-0. There's a ball inside. We'll have Bud Fucarino taking over in the broadcast booth the next inning. Stay tuned for that. I know you're excited. Here's a ball, 2-1 on Harity. That one splits the plate, 2-2. Excuse me, 3-2. It'll be Harity, Cavallero, and Keynes, the bottom third of the RPI order. Big swing. It looked like maybe a high changeup there. Harity goes down swinging. There's one away. And that'll bring up Steph Cavallero. Steph did not get a lot of opportunities to hit last year, but she played in the flex at first base quite a bit for her defensive abilities. And as a hitter this year, she's stood her own, handled the bat pretty well. .244 average, 4 doubles, a triple, which was here at Doris Robeson Field. She's driven in 10. That one's fouled off right side, out of play. A ball and a strike. But the sophomore class has had a lot to do with where the Engineers went last year and where they possibly could go this year. There's a ball, nearly hit her.
Did hit her. No?
Well, I thought it might have. Tim thought it might have, but she didn't, and so she'll stay in the box here. 2-1. Cavallero fields and throws left-handed. Bats righty. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts to start the second inning for Kohler. Michaela Kohler came into play today with just 34 Ks in 59 2/3 innings. It's not a big strikeout pitcher, but she doesn't walk many batters. She only has 7 walks on the year. 8 now with the one issued to Caswell, but there's a ball high to Keene. She's batting with 2 outs and nobody on. The lone slap hitter in the lineup for RPI when Devin Poole is not batting. There's a strike over the outside corner on Keynes. Becky's hitting .253 this year. Started all 32 games for RPI in center field. 2 doubles and a home run. I'm guessing it was an inside the park home run. I don't remember seeing that. Here's the pitch. Flipped over the third baseman's head. Shortstop makes the catch. That's Delinko. And it's a 1-2-3 bottom of the second inning. We go to the top of the third. Bud's taking over. You're watching Liberty League Softball. RPI TV.
All right, Bud Fucarino here. We are starting the third inning. We got number 44.
I'm going to take some pictures.
Carly Volm up to bat, ball outside. Carly Volm, a sophomore from Wyanskill, New York. A foul high. 1-1. The score in our third inning is 2-0. RPI. Ball hit hard to center field. Fielded by the center fielder. Rebecca Keynes, yes.
Hover over that. Hover over the live stats.
That's a single to second center field for Carly Volm. A bunt hit fielded by the pitcher and thrown out at first. Inning going quickly for Union. We got Volm has advanced to second on that bunt, but one out. Sophomore Bailey Cross up to bat for the Dutch women. Strike down the middle. Ball low and outside. Low strike. The count 2-1.
Strike and one. Strike and then one. Yep. Good.
Freshman outfielder Stuart Buxton is from Melbourne, Florida.
Strike one. Another one. Yep.
Another strike down the middle. Full count. High fly to left field. Maddie Provencher
Out one.
secures the out
Yes.
on the play. Volm stays on second base. 2 outs.
2 outs. Thank you.
Junior Dana Dolenko up to bat now for the Dutch women. The pitch swung on and fouled right back to the backstop. Nearly flinched at that one. I've only been hit by one foul ball this year. Strike, high in the strike zone.
It was a ball.
Ball, that was a ball. Fouled off. Dolenko batting 188 on the season before this game. Ball is grounded to Cam Caswell. Trouble on the transition and single. We got runners on the corners. 2 outs, still 2-0 RPI. Up to bat is Courtney Casey. Ball is grounded to Allie Hunt for an out. Thrown out at first base. Heading into the bottom of the third inning, RPI still leads 2-0. Union getting a couple of opportunities and a couple of hits in that inning, but no chance to score, unfortunately. Back at the top of the order in the bottom of the third inning is DiStefano. Actually played my sister in softball in high school. That's a strike for the first pitch of the inning. Ball hit hard to left field, and that's right off the fence. She's rounding the bases to second. And with plenty of time, she makes it. Double to left field. Hard hit. Nearly out of there. She looks happy with that. Now with a runner on second, Victoria Greco steps up to the plate. A line drive. Grabbed by the shortstop, and Greco is out. Cam Caswell steps up to the plate. One out. Strike inside. 0-1. DiStefano still on second base. Nearly caught running from second to third on that line drive caught by Delenko. Another strike inside. Count is 0-2. Engineers still lead 2-0 in this bottom of the third. That grounder is hit right to the first baseman, and Cam Caswell advances after a single on an error. We take a brief injury timeout. First baseman was hit with that ball in the play. Play recommences as Christine White steps up to the plate.
Timmy, how'd you score that? Error on the throw?
E4, yeah, I'm tossing it at her face.
Yeah, probably a bad idea.
Yeah. Single and E4.
Single E4? Yeah.
That's a ball outside.
E4, yeah, T, or whatever.
Yeah, E4 plus. Or, oh, okay. Oh, you
E4
can put
T.
T on the.
Yeah, I
end?
do descriptors on errors.
Okay,
just
I'll do
in
that.
case, yeah.
That's called a strike.
Was that runner? She was on third, right? Runner?
Yes. So
it's
she
not-
advanced
So
on
it is an
the-
RBI.
No, it's not an RBI.
Oh, she wasn't on third.
No, she was on second. Yeah.
Oh,
she
yeah,
went
yeah.
The
on-
score now 3-0 after that error on
She
the
was on first.
ground ball.
Or third, I mean.
Ball hit high to center field, fielded by Koletka. 2 outs.
Yeah, it's currently an unearned run.
Yes.
Yeah.
Currently. Oh, where? Outside? That's Rochester.
No, there's some. I don't know. What's going on? Yeah.
That was just something.
Cam Caswell's hit was a single, and then an error on the throw, so there is no earned run on that play. 3-0 RPI.
Strike.
Strike on the first pitch of the at-bat for Allie Hunt. Takes a big cut and hits a foul right over her heads. Ball outside. Runner on second base for Allie Hunt. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit foul. I always wanted to say that. Swung on. Count is 1-2. That's called a ball just outside. 2-2. Hunt takes another swing at it. Fouls it up.
Can't see anything from back there.
Another pitch swung on and hit fairly far off the right field line. Right off the fence. This ball is hit high on the left field line and caught foul by Puzo. And that ends the third inning. After the third inning, RPI still leads 3-0 after a grounder that was errored on first base, which caused Victoria Greco to run home and increase the RPI lead to 3. Heading into the top of the fourth, up to bat is Kendall Rogoff for the Dutch women. Hoping to put Union on the board. First pitch is swung on and hit high, and that's heading out. That's a foul ball. That ball is fouled off right into the backstop. 0-2. That's the ball outside. Rogoff is the second best hitter for Union this year, hitting an impressive 372. Hopefully for the Union Dutchman trying to set up something. That's called high outside. Dutch women, my apologies. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and struck her out. Arms has only allowed 2 hits in this game so far. Change up a little low. 1-0. Puzo is up to bat. Another ball. 2-0 is the count. Pitch called a strike. 2-1 to Puzo. 1 out in the 4th inning. Top of the 4th. Pitch is hit high into the infield and caught easily by Ali Hunt at third base. One out remaining in the top of the 4th with Michaela Kohler up to bat. Strike inside. 0-1. Foul hit lightly to the left. Both Christine White and Ali Hunt tried to field that, but it's just out of their reach. 0-2 to Kohler. Pitch is swung on, another foul ball. Still 0-2. Fouled off again to the backstop. Kohler hits that straight to Ali Hunt. And the throw a little short to Steph Cavallero, and Kohler makes it to first base. She advances to second on the... Is that interference?
Yeah.
On interference from Cavallero, it seems. Is that an error then?
Yeah, it's an E.
You hurt?
Timmy, you got E5G?
Yeah.
It's almost 2, but no. Just 1 error.
Yeah, it's just one.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
With Cavallero's error, we have the pitcher, Kohler, up on at second base, and we have number 7, Kara Brown, up to bat. That's a strike. Sorry, the error was on the throw from Ali Hunt. Oh, 1 the count. Ball called high. 1-1. That ball is hit high into right field, and the out is made by DiStefano. That ends the top of the fourth. RPI still leads 3-0. Left fielder Matty Provencher will start off the bottom of the fourth for RPI. Oh for 1 today and 253 on the season. Pitch right down the middle for a strike. That ball is hit high into the air and fouled. Count is 0-2. 0-2.
Yep.
That's outside for a ball. 1-2. Another ball makes it 2-2. That ball's fouled off right over the left field fence. Still 2-2. No outs in the bottom of the fourth. That is hit right up the middle to center field for an easy single. We've got the pinch hitter, Casey Harity, up to bat with Matty Provencher on base. No outs in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch is swung on immediately, hit up high. Provencher, no time to tag up, and that's 1 out for RPI. Steph Cavallero up to bat. She shows a bunt and does. Brings Provencher to first base. The out is at first. Provencher advances to second on that play. 2 outs. The slap hitter, Rebecca Keynes, center fielder, up to bat. She takes the ball. 1-0 pitch. 1-0 count. That's a ball high and outside. 2-0 to Keynes. That is called a strike, just inside. Outside, rather. First strike. 2-1 count. That is tipped right down for another foul is the word. Another foul, and that makes it 2-2. That ball is hit up to center field, fielded by Kieltika for the third out of the bottom of the fourth. Brings us into the fifth inning.
You're fine. Don't worry about anything that you're doing. It's not going to become a
Now in the fifth inning, we have number 44, Carly Volm, up to bat. Looks like that was called a ball. One the count now. After that is called a strike right over the right side of the plate. Volm takes the cut at that and fouls it up right over our heads. 1-2. Fastball is hit cleanly in the left field, right up in the air, fielded by Maddie Provencher for the first out of the inning. The TCO is up to bat for the Dutch women. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the fifth. First pitch, ball right outside. 1-0. Ball's fouled off. 1-1. First baseman to TCO is .254 on the season, hitting fairly well. 1 RPI. That ball is fouled off again. 1-2 is the count. She takes a hack at that, grounds that to Cam Caswell, which is throw is not in time. Took a bounce before it got to Steph Cavallera, and she's safe at first for a single. Back to the top of the order was Stuart Buxton, the left fielder. Buxton is 0 for 2 today with 1 strikeout. Got a man on first. Buxton takes a slap at that, swings, and misses. 0-1. Just 1 out in the top of the 5th. Still 3-0 RPI. The 0-1 pitch is a little outside. Counts 1-1. That ball is fouled off right behind her, and it's now 1-2. That ball is hit down the left field line. That's going out. Another foul, still 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is hit right past Harms and into center field for a single. This brings DiTizio to second base. Runners on first and second. The tying run is at the plate right now for Union. That's inside for a ball. 0-1. Another ball from Harms. 2-0 the count. That's a strike, making it 2-1. That ball is hit right to Harms, and the tag is made by Victoria Greco as the Engineers retire the half. Seems like Buxton disagreed with that call, but looked like Greco was able to get the tag after it was tipped off by Harms' line drive and picked up by Greco, where she managed to make the tag and get the third out of the inning. Sending RPI into the bottom of the 5th, still leading 3-0. A native of the great state of New Jersey up to the plate, DiStefano. That's a strike.
It's hotter in here.
That ball is hit right down the left field line. Called fair, and she's looking around to second base for a double. Her second double of the game, hitting excellently. That's New Jersey for you. Greco up to the plate. No outs, runner on second in the bottom of the fifth. Still 3-0 RPI. In the first of 2 games today at
So,
Robeson Field.
run we scored. It was under because
Yes.
it slipped the guard.
She bunts that, and it is not fielded cleanly by the pitcher. Greco gets to first, and V. DiStefano advances to third. We got runners on first and third. The tying run is on. Tying run. The next runner's up on third. Cam Caswell heads to the plate.
Hit a fly ball to center field. So, like, would have been a sac fly. Is that a thing to make it an earned, or does it have to be a hit to create an earned?
I don't think you can assume that.
I don't think so.
So
either.
it's an
That's-
run
that's
still.
what I-
Caswell is
Right.
Yeah.
tied for the most
That was correct.
RBIs on the
I
team.
had the thought.
Would have had another today, but that was an error, so she did not earn that. She shows a bunt, and that's a strike, and Greco steals second.
Yep, that's true.
Greco taking advantage of her speed to head over to second base. She's now 13 for 14 attempts at stolen bases this year. That's called strike high and inside. 0-2 the count to Caswell. No outs with a potential runner on third. That is fouled off high over the fence. Runner on second and third. Caswell takes a swing at that, hits the backstop on another foul. Still 0-2, fighting to stay in this at bat.
As soon as the game's over, if you want to go get food, or
Yes.
just go ahead. I'll wrap inside.
You'll do everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And let's do it again next time.
Yes.
If I'm here, I might as well do it. Is there announcements? I can
Check.
That looked like that might have hit her if she hadn't
They're
taken a swing at that. That's fouled again.
You're gonna move to second.
A couple of foul balls in this at bat.
Okay.
They're gonna try to move
Caswell
on to
managing to
again.
stay alive. No outs, though,
As soon as they can.
in this
We'll get
bottom
some
of the
game
fifth.
time from them as soon as possible,
Yeah, and
you
then
know?
we can write in.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully Karen can write us in.
Yes.
That's outside.
Yeah.
First ball of the at bat. That's 1-2 the count.
So what are these? To the school?
Yeah,
Oh, you're doing it through the.
Yeah,
There's no like
there wasn't a template
Is-
for it, so everything was done
through code.
now.
Caswell
I have to fix
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah.
cranks that far
You're fixing the code.
outside for another foul ball. She straightened that out. That could have gone
The scoreboard is-
clear outside of the stadium.
And then right now it's in baseball mode, but then for some reason like all the. But then
Huh?
it's like
Yeah, you showed me. Yep. So this-
periods are 7 and it's not even periods. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
for some reason this is showing as hockey. So,
Okay. That's cool. Just behind the scenes.
The 1-2 pitch is outside. Far outside. That's 2-2 the count now.
We're at 2 errors. We had Ellie throwing error.
So the other one I gave an error on. That was like a debatable one.
Another foul ball right back at us.
No, wait.
Oh, when Cam dropped it? When Cam bobbled the ball at start?
I'm trying to think. No, I
Yeah,
think I
that
gave
had to be
that.
that.
Yeah, I would give it. I gave an E to that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one. Yeah,
She
yeah.
should have thrown her out.
Yeah,
She
she
should
should
have
have
thrown her out.
should have fielded and thrown her out. Yeah, yeah.
She just like kind of dropped
She
it.
just yeah, she had
Caswell
two steps
1
to her
for
back
1
and
today
field it, and
with
that's,
that
like,
single.
is an error.
That's
That
cool.
ball
Yeah,
is hit
like-
foul again.
Yeah.
You should hit like an unlimited number of fouls.
Unless they
Yet another foul ball.
11th pitch of the at-bat.
The 11th pitch of the at bat. Looking for some kind of Liberty League championship record for most pitches in an at bat. There's another foul ball.
Who's like,
Oh yeah, Brandon Belt.
Brandon Belt had a 21 pitch at bat
Oh.
for the Giants.
All that, and he lines out.
He lined up. He lined up hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Sure.
The MLB record was broken this season with 21 pitches in one at bat. The previous record, 20, thrown by Bartolo Colon, unfortunately when he was not on the Mets. Another ball makes it 3-2, full count.
I don't know what had the Bartolo Colon factor in his head,
It's a solid one. I like it.
Caswell swings and strikes out, but that third strike is dropped by the catcher. She advances to first base, and DiStefano slides home. So after the strikeout by Caswell, she advances to first base. And
They both moved up.
Oh,
in the confusion,
And Greco scored 2.
Greco
Paying
scores.
so
The play was not ended.
plus T plus.
Oh, hold
The
on.
score now
Make it a
5-0
score.
RPI after an interesting chain of events.
So plus T and plus here.
She
No
gets a
R-
stolen, give her a stolen base.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
No RBI.
No
on
RBI.
that. Yes, and then she gets it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White is up to bat.
Yeah.
Only one out
There we go.
That's a steal of home.
in this bottom of the fifth inning. 5-0 RPI. White, our other leader in RPIs, coming into this game, takes a strike for the first pitch. 0-1.
It's just one out.
Still one
Correct.
out.
Yeah.
Just one strikeout, but scored 2 runs.
Get her done.
The old
The old
strikeouts.
K swinging.
the old case swinging, scored 2 runs.
That's another strike.
Just how they drew it up. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That was crazy.
I didn't see Greco score.
I wasn't even looking.
That's swung on foul. After Caswell's strikeout in that interesting play, we have one out, no runners. That ball is hit foul right down the left field line. That is grounded right through the gap to center field. White is going to stay at first base for a single. Alihan up to bat. Runner on first as we
Change 10.
look to be making a
Yeah. Make sure we get the swap.
Change
They
in
have a- they have a
pitchers?
DP right now. Or they have a flex that's playing somewhere.
new pitcher for the Dutchman is Catherine Rader. 6.47 ERA, 2 for 4 on the
Straight
season.
Swap then, huh?
Yeah.
Just one save on the season. 72 hits and 44 innings pitched. Obviously not a save opportunity in this situation. Alihan up to bat. Still one out. As the Dutch women look to change the pace of the game with Raider on the mound in the circle. Ball is high. 1-0 the count.
Get some good shots.
Yeah.
Fastball right down the middle, called strike, 1-1. Hunt hits that just foul, right past the third baseman. Count is now 1-2.
What's that white line next to the white line?
The runner has to stay inside of that lane when they're running to first, as to not get in the way of a throw or whatever. If they step outside of it, they can be called for running outside the baseline.
Raiders 1-2 pitch is another fastball swung,
It's imaginary. everywhere
fouled
else.
off, right
It's
off
imaginary
Hunt's
everywhere
feet,
else.
and still 1-2. Another foul for Ellie Hunt.
Deja vu.
Hard thrown fastball, fouled off down the left field line.
I held the spike
I held the spike.
for the line for the circle.
It was so funny because one of the times that we went to the recovery room after, there was a softball game on,
Uh-huh.
and you could see that they did the circle, but they had the string, and they put the chalk over the string, and there was like a little
String
mini
line?
line.
Wow.
That is hit straight to the third baseman, and
Big time.
the force is made on Christine White on second base for the second out, but Hunt is safe at first on the fielder's choice.
So Brian is like,
Make it
look
fun.
at them, they're on the line.
They screwed that up.
Matty Provinger up to bat.
Yeah, we
2 outs,
use the other
still
spike,
5-0 RPI in the
take
bottom of the
line into
fifth.
dirt, and then move the line.
Yeah. Yep. This is really funny.
It was just me and him there this morning. So I was like, "Can you help me with this?" I'm like, "Yeah."
High ball. 1-0 the count.
Division I softball can't even move the line. So funny.
That's called a strike just outside. Inside. 1-1. Another strike makes it 1-2 the count. One-two pitch is a ball. Outside. 2-2. Runner on first. Allie Hunt. High and outside. High and outside is a ball. Full count for Matty Provinger. 1 for 2 today. That ball is grounded right down the middle. Ellie Hunt waltzes her way to second base, and Provinger gets another single, making her 2 for 3 on the day.
Runs at the plate here, Tim.
Yes, this would walk it off.
Come on, Casey, walk us off here.
Casey Harity, the pinch hitter, up to bat. That's called a strike. 0-1. Fouled off. 0-2 the count. Runner on second and first. Score 5-0 RPI in the bottom of the fifth. That's a high and inside ball, making it 3-2.
1-2.
1-2. Don't know where I got 3 from. That's a strike. Arity strikes out looking, ending the bottom of the fifth, bringing us into the sixth inning. And I hand the reins back to my gracious boss, Perry Lascaris. That was fun.
There you go. So you're back on for game 2.
Sure. Yeah, I got sweaty ears, Perry. I'm sorry.
Top of the 6th inning. RPI leading 5-0 here at Doris Robeson Field. It'll be the 3, 4, 5 hitters for Union in the top of the 6th inning. Casey, Rogoff, and Puzo. Casey 0 for 2 today, hitting .370 now. Facing Sarah Harms, who comes into the inning with 80 pitches thrown. She's given up 4 hits, hasn't walked anybody, struck out 3. Pretty standard for Harms this year. There's a strike over the inside corner. Sarah Harms winds and spins this one home, just outside. A ball and 2 strikes to the Union second baseman, Courtney Casey. Engineers with 5 runs on 9 hits. They've committed 2 errors. Union. There's a ground ball back to Harms on a hop. Flip to first to Cavallero. 1 away. 1 down in the visiting half of the 6th inning. No runs, getting back to Union. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Dutch women. Kendall Rogoff comes up here. She's 1 for 2 today. She's also struck out her last time. Right-hand batting freshman versus the senior righty. This is popped up. Harms, spinning ball, is going to let this one spin. Foul. That's what some knowledge in physics will do for you. If you're not going to field that one on a hop, you might as well let it spin, and Harms recognized that right away. I'm sure they make civil engineering majors take physics here. There's a ball up and in on Rogoff. Ball and a strike. 1 down here, top of the 6th inning. Engineers got 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 2 in the 5th. Here's a high drive to left field. On her horse is Provencher, hits the wall on the fly. Provencher's throw to second, and now they got her in a rundown maybe. Throw to first, and the tag is made by Cavallero, and Rogoff slams her helmet down. What a relay there. 7-4-3 after the single. And there's 2 away. But the Engineers' sacrifice in power hitting, they certainly make up for in team defense, and you saw it on display there. Provencher fielded that ball perfectly off the wall, having to run uphill, as is the case here at Doris and Robeson Field, towards that left field corner. There's a first pitch strike to Puzo, the third baseman. Hitting .244, 0 for 1 today. Laid down a sacrifice bunt. Check swing and a ball down. 1-1. Dutch women with 4 outs left in this one. We've been told that they're going to try and push up the later game, the second game of the day, to his ASAP, as opposed to a 4:30 hard start. All depends on how long this one takes. So right now we're nearing the bottom of the hour. 3:30 on the East Coast. Here's the pitch. Up and away. 2-2. And Harms steps back to the outer edge, back edge of the pitching circle. Now she's ready to go. In the air to center. Keynes under it. Has it. And the inning is out. No runs for Union on one hit. There were no errors and no one left on thanks to the RPI defensive effort. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-0 RPI.
For 4.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Engineers will send up a pinch hitter, Kyla Anderson, freshman, for their first postseason experience here. Wearing number 10 on a Mission Viejo, California. 353 average for Anderson. She's listed as an infielder. She's seen some time at third base and second base. Right-hand batter, slightly open stance, takes a ball. 2-0. Anderson hitting, as mentioned, 353. She's 12 for 34, a double and 6 runs batted in. She's also walked 5 times and struck out only twice in 34 at-bats. There's a strike, a little bit up. Not what she was looking for. She lays off. It'll be Anderson followed by Keynes, and they've been back to the top of the order, and Veronica DiStefano, who's been hitting the cover off the ball today. Ground ball is short. Fielded there by Delinko. Long throw, makes it. One away. One down in the home half of the 6th. That will send up Keynes. She's 0 for 2, hitting .247. Slap hitting center fielder. The line is done on the Union starter. Of course, Kohler, she went 4 1/3. Gave up 5 runs, 4 earned on 8 hits, struck out 3, walked 1. Rader is in her 2nd inning of work. She allowed 1 hit, struck out 1 so far. Keynes with a 1-strike count. Takes the ball high, 1-1. Rader steps in and delivers. Chopped in front of the plate. This is going to be a tough play. There will be no play. Infield hit for Keynes. And that's exactly what you're trying to do as a slap hitter. Hit that ball in no man's land. And that's what Keynes does here. So with 1 away, it will send up DiStefano. A couple of doubles so far today. She's 2 for 3. Got that average up to 336. Her First pitch is a strike. Doubled to left field and down the left field line. The pitch. There goes the runner. Throw down is not going to be in time. It's into center field. Backed up well by Kiltika. Is it a ball or a strike? That's what everyone wants to know. Strike. Stolen base for Rebecca Keynes. That is her 11th steal on the year. She stands at second base with one away, but a 0-2 count on DeStefano. Just got a piece off the end of the bat. Still 0-2. Tori Greco on deck for RPI. Engineers trying to add on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. An insurance run stands at second. Ground ball third base side. Fielded there by Puzo. Low throw. Not held. It's going to be an error on the third baseman Puzo on the low throw. And now time is called by the Dutchwoman. So Puzo fielded it, but I think she was a little bit distracted by the runner, Keynes, and Keynes ended up going to third anyway. So whatever Puzo was doing to try and look her back didn't work. She stepped in through low. First baseman Tizio couldn't quite handle it. The low throw. Error. Second error of the game on the Dutchwoman. But more importantly, two are on here with just one out, and Greco at the plate. Greco's 2 for 3 today. Two for 3 today. Her average up to 315. And she goes yard here. This game is over. 8-run rule in effect. There's a steal for DeStefano, uncontested. That's her 20th stolen base on the season. Leads the team. 20 out of 20. The pitch. Down the middle. 1-1. Well, it seemingly is a little bit easier to steal in softball than it is in baseball. Engineers have one of the better throwing catchers in the country. There's a ball hit up the middle. Tough play. Nice diving stop, but it's going to be an infield hit. And an RBI for Greco. She's 3 for 4. And it's a 6-0 game. Good diving effort by Delinko, but just couldn't do anything with it. She might have saved the second run from scoring. Probably did, actually, with DeStefano's speed. And I'm not sure what the delay is for here. No changes being made. 11th RPI base hit of the day. Caswell now throw down to third as Greco steals second. So now the game-ending run stands at second base. And Caswell probably just needs a base hit to end this thing. The pitch. There's a strike. 0-2 on Caswell. Rochester and Ithaca to follow. Here's a ground ball up the middle. This could do it. They're going to send Greco. The throw is cut off, and that's the ball game. A quote-unquote walk-off single for Cam Caswell. 8-0 Engineers. Caswell doesn't realize it. Yeah, you can go back to the dugout now. And the Dutchmen fall here. 8-0 in 6. They'll advance to tomorrow's 10 a.m. game, the winner's bracket, and the winner between between Ithaca and Rochester. There. final records. Another shutout for Sarah Harms. That's her fifth shutout of the year. She improves to 16-5 overall. The loser is Kohler. She drops to 2-6. They'll play tomorrow, Union will, in the 12:30 game against the loser of the Ithaca Rochester match. They're going to try and start this game as soon as possible. I'm guessing it won't be at 4, but stay tuned. RPIathletics.com will have start times for the upcoming game. You can watch here once again on RPI TV. For Bud, Amy, and Jason, and Tim, everyone up here in the very warm Doris Robeson Field press box. We'll be back in just a bit with Game 2 of the tournament. You're watching the 2018 Liberty League softball tournament, RPI TV.